What up, guys? Welcome back to another special Austin series of the Barbell Brigade Talk Show. You got me, Bart, Silent Mike, David Lucas here. What's up with all these comedians getting jacked these days?
Comedians getting jacked?
Yeah, like 20 years ago. Like 20 years ago, it was like
swole.
Yeah. Swole. Yeah.
Jack to me mean robbed. I was like,
true.
God damn, who
no. Hub?
Yeah,
you say hub? Hubbed up? Yeah.
Hubbed up.
Maybe that's a West Coast thing.
What?
Like, man, that dude's hub.
I don't know. I don't know your NorCal terms, dude.
I don't know.
But yeah, like, you know, like Joe Rogan, you got Kevin Hart, you got people like really, even Tom Segura trying to lose weight. Like, there's a lot of people that are like taking fitness seriously. Like, what do you think is the catalyst for that?
Shit, even me, bro. I be taking my health and fitness more serious now. I mean, being around Rogan, you don't really have a choice because he'll talk shit about you.
Just all day.
What I'm saying, bro? Yeah. I've dropped a shirt size being around him.
What does he say? What does he say to motivate you that other people can't?
You really want to know?
Yeah.
He's like, David, you're gonna fucking be great, man, but the problem is you're gonna have a fucking stroke. And I'm like, God damn, bro.
Yeah, he's just laying it out there. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So I'm like, all right.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to die.
No, but people say shit like that all the time.
Yeah.
He's a comedian. Or if depending on your relationship with someone, that might not hit you. You know, it might not connect with you.
Well, I mean, he also built the gym for us. So it's
That's
like,
dope.
I'd be a fool to not use it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow. Where's the gym at?
Behind his studio.
You guys work out together?
Huge gym. I work out with his Navy SEAL
That's sick.
security guards. And I bought a bike, so I ride my bike a lot. But what I like to say about fat people, you shouldn't say you lost weight until you get to your goal weight, because they'll just look at you and be like, what the fuck? What you mean you lost weight? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of saying you lost weight until you look like y'all? But
what do you think the transition is? Like 20 years ago, I don't think anyone cared, and all of a sudden everyone cares.
I think we saw the pattern of a lot of former entertainers who went out maybe before their time from, you know, maybe cirrhosis of the liver, drug overdose, or just being unhealthy in general. So now comedians are like, yo, we're making way more money than those guys, and I want to enjoy this shit. You know, like, who wants to end up like Richard Pryor? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like you got all this money and you're in a fucking wheelchair.
Yeah.
Like how I believe that, you know, the age that you're supposed to be is already predetermined by your genetics, and the quality of life is by how you treat your body.
Yeah.
Because some people are just predisposed to so much bullshit. You can't outwork it or outrun it. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
You got a favorite style of training? I know you trained with Nadeem before, and you were like putting up 3 plates. So you got to be one of the stronger comedians. Like, you got...
I still hold records at my high school for weightlifting. Yeah.
What are they?
I think my bench was like 405.
Dang.
My squat was 675. Yeah.
That's strong, bro.
I think I was squatting 675.
God damn.
And I think I power cleaned 315. And I think I snatched 275. Yeah.
How close are you to those numbers now?
I don't want to know.
Does that stuff not interest you as much?
No.
Because you did it so long?
Also, I just want to have functional muscle. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, now, a lot of my workouts are more so like cardio based, where it's like I'm doing like 1 minute worth of an exercise, you know, and I like that a lot better. Like, I'm not as tired. Like, when I lift heavy, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
So I go to the gym I try to go to the gym and work out before I go to a show. And if I lift like extremely heavy, like, I'm just too tired and lethargic. So like my favorite exercise, you know, the core bags.
Yeah.
Like
Is it
like
filled with
sand?
sand? Or?
Yeah. So I like that. I like to do deadlift and power clean it, and then do a squat for like a minute and do like 3 rounds of that shit, bro. And I'm
done.
Mixed with some other shit, you know. Like,
you do that every day?
I try to work out at least 4 or 5 times a week, but I switch it up. Like, I do a lot of dumbbell stuff now, salt bikes, Stairmaster, just everything like high reps. Just trying to burn myself out to where the recovery doesn't take that long.
Besides like health, like obviously that's gonna allow you to feel a little bit better mentally. But do you think it helps you as like a performer? Like I know historically, like singers do shit like that, right? Because they got to perform, and their lungs are so involved, and they're dancing on stage or whatever. So they did a lot of cardio. Does that help you? You think?
Yeah,
like,
I'm
energy
definitely
on stage.
I'm definitely not as tired at the end of the night. Like, I could do 2 back-to-back hour shows, and I'm like, oh, okay, I still got energy, because before I'd be exhausted. Like, fuck, man, like, I gotta do this again tomorrow. You know. But also, being jacked on stage is a disadvantage. It's not an advantage. So that's why.
In general, or to your style of comedy?
No, in
thing?
general, because like Rogan always says, that's why he performs in sweatshirts.
Mm,
Like he can't perform in a t-shirt just looking all,
swole.
you know, jacked and swole. Because like, who wants to hear a meathead? You know.
Yeah.
No one wants to hear us. And we're not that jacked, but we are.
Well,
You
meatheads.
just got to cover up a little bit.
What about Kevin Hart? He's pretty fit, but he's short.
Yeah, he's short and he's more cut than swole.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
what's
So
he
it's-
weigh?
Right,
Yeah.
right. So it's like, all right, even if he put a shirt on, like you might see a little, but he don't look like
Yeah. Dwayne Johnson ain't funny.
right. Oh, no.
Yeah.
You think to be funny, you gotta be fucked up a little bit somewhere.
Well, to be funny, like I was saying earlier, how I feel, people just can't feel like you're so much more unattainable than them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's like they see a very jacked person, like I can never get that.
You need the Adam Sandler dad
Yeah,
bod.
yeah. That's
Just
people,
a relatable guy.
yeah, a relatable, regular person. That's who like you might have models and shit, but are you gonna fucking laugh at Cindy Crawford or Tyra Banks?
Yeah.
You're thinking about fucking her or something. Like
That's true. That is what
Yeah,
I'm
you
thinking.
don't. Yeah, you don't want to be on stage. Other people think I'm trying to fuck you. When you look back at your old lifts, and you know, for me, if I could do cardio all day, but I almost identify with a part of me that was strong. Like, do you ever look at the weights and like, let's say you see Joe Rogan putting up 225 or something, and you're like, man, I need to show this fool up real quick.
I mean, Rogan doesn't do bench press
At all?
Okay, deadlifts or whatever.
Kettlebells,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, he's a more kettlebell guy. I'm not a big fan of kettlebells, bro. They like I like them for kettlebell swings or goblin
I think kind
squats.
of just for white people.
Yeah, that's white people.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone else but white people like kettlebells.
Yeah. But I mean, I like them for like kettlebell swings because that's like a great total body workout. But no, I mean, like if I come to y'all, I still fucking when I come to Barbell Brigade, I still put 3 plates on the bench.
Yeah, plus some
like
heavy
I'll
weights.
never lose that. Like I feel like I'll never go below 315.
Yeah, it's like
I
a
feel
baseline.
yeah, I feel like I'll always be able to rep that for forever. You know. So I mean, I'll hit it every now and again when I'm with Nadine or something. Like, but that's not something I got to do every week.
Yeah, the daily goals.
What
Yeah.
about now? Do you have any fitness goals like weight or
I don't really
food or-
focus on weight anymore.
yeah?
What I focus on now is just being more active and eating better, eating more balanced. You
Yeah,
know?
what's that look like compared to? Well, I just assume everything I hear from like even acting before you're doing comedy is like like
Oh, man,
drugs
I
and
used
like
to-
buffets and then that
I used to
no
be-
sleep.
I used to eat very shitty, a lot of fast food. But now I got the my fitness pal, so I track everything. And like this
dope.
morning, all I had was fucking Greek yogurt, blueberries, and some honey. You know, so it's like the next meal I eat will probably be like trout and some brown rice.
Do you make it or you?
I make it.
you have meal
I
prep?
make
Did you
it.
catch it?
No. I wish. I wish. I don't know where to catch trout around Texas.
That's dope, man. It's really cool to hear like you take your fitness and your health journey into like full control. Because my fitness pal, like even for people like us who've been doing fitness for a long time, tracking food daily is like one of the most annoying things to do. Yeah, like as soon as I start memorizing like my meal preps, I'm like, okay, I don't need to. I already know what I'm eating.
Right.
But the only way to change anything about what you're doing, you have to measure it and you gotta track
Right,
it. So
right. Yeah.
that's dope to hear.
So it's like, yeah, there will come a point, 6 months, a year, or whatever, when I won't need it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, all right, I know what I need to be eating, and also you feel better, dude. Like,
For sure.
like Chick-fil-A is good, but when I eat that shit, I feel like shit. Like it's like, damn, I feel like shit right now. Why'd I eat that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're probably already beat up because you're working late nights.
Right,
You're probably
right.
traveling a shit ton. Yeah, like what can you control?
The hardest part is on the road. Like when I'm not at my house, the hardest that's where you really have to, like at home I'm good, but on the road you have to have a lot of discipline because you're flying in, you're fucking starving, and you're like, oh, it's
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Like it's right there.
Yeah.
And then clubs don't really have good options. The best you can do is get like two
Chicken tenders.
burger patties without the bun.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, man. So you gotta like on the road is where I have to really like focus and hone in. Like, all right, we're gonna do this.
How about drinking and stuff? I imagine that's a big part of like the culture.
I just try to measure it. And I'll depending on what I ate that day, I'll give myself like 3 drinks. But I drink straight. I don't do like the juices and shit. So I drink straight tequila.
Why'd you look at him?
Oh, I was just looking.
You think he'd be
at
drinking a bunch of juice? He loves juice for
something.
I
some
love
reason.
juice.
He probably like juice. I don't really like juice. I like just water and tequila. So I love Diet Coke. I don't know what people are like. Why don't you just drink a regular Coke? I don't like the way regular Coke
Bro, I
tastes.
kind of like.
I like,
I kind of like.
The white
I like
too.
Diet Coke. Yeah.
How about Diet Cherry Coke?
Yeah, that's fire. But
Fire.
only at gas stations. They're never in the stores.
Yeah, or those big machines where you choose all your own shit. It's
Yeah,
like a video
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
That's the best machine in the world.
Well, you
But-
heard it from David.
Yeah.
Even he tracks. He is getting after it 4 or 5 times a week. So you can do it too. Put in the comments below any other questions or other people you want to see in Austin or Houston while we're here. See you guys next time.